When, but yeah, they're adorable. I love them. Um, I really, really can't wait to get out from like being so landlocked. I do have water in the backyard, which helps so much,
Mhm.
but it just feels weird. It's in
No, I feel
Louisiana
really
even, I
sick.
felt
Mhm. I felt really sick when I first started in the Midwest. We didn't have any water by us. Like I'm like, I don't know how. I was really disoriented. I'm like, I've never been this far away from like a big body of water. My husband's like, we got the river. I'm like, fuck the river. Like it's not the same as being by the harbor or the ocean. You know what I'm
it's
saying? Like
not.
it's so weird.
I'm being so far away from like either the ocean or like mountains. It's
Mountains,
weird.
no mountains. It's like cornfield, beanfield, cornfield, okra,
River, lake,
river, gray, like muddy river.
man-made river.
Have you been out on that river, on the Illinois River, and the carp, the Asian carp jumping in the boat?
Girl, oh my God. So that's what's behind our house.
Right.
Now, let me tell you, when we first moved here, we bought some we bought some jet skis and we they needed a little bit of work, so we got them to work and I I'm going fast as fuck down the river and we're going down to the opening of the cove. And it gets more shallow right in the middle there. Well, I didn't have my phone or anything on me, and Chris went through initially and he was just idling. And I'm like, I'm just idling too. Why are they jumping out at him like that? Like if he goes faster, they're gonna jump out faster. So they're all like coming behind him, not in front of him, because he's stirring everything up behind him. So they're just like flopping up. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll wait a little bit. They're like slapping up at me. I had the
Oh
whistle
yeah,
in my
they'll hit you in
mouth
the fucking face.
being like hit from every fucking angle by these fucking cars. I had
I
the
know it
whistle in
just
my
makes you
mouth.
want
I'm
to like
like,
take a baseball bat and just be like, yeah. No, there's a video of
oh
me.
my God.
There's a video of me from like I think it was 2017, and when I first got there and we went out onto the river and for a little boat, and yeah, they were just jumping into the boat, and I'm screaming like, "Get them out of the boat!" He's like, "What do you want me to do?" They're fucking everywhere. No, it's insane.
We did have some guys that were paying us to fish for the carp out here. So
Yeah, because they're fucking invasive as fuck.
yeah. So
I don't know what
anyways,
else is gonna survive in that river.
not really like being by the fucking ocean or by
No,
the
and
fucking
how
Mediterranean.
many, how many people do you think have been dumped in that river?
Well, someone was just found today or yesterday. Yeah, they just
Right.
found. Yeah, I think it was from yesterday.
I'm sure it gets worse as you get closer to Chicago.
Oh yeah, wasn't there? I think there's a suspected serial, if I could say that, or if I get us
A
demonetized
serial
if we
killer?
ever
I'm
get
sure you can.
monetized.
Like, they're like, I mean, there's murder mystery makeup.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I feel like, yeah.
But I think that was young men, and this was a young woman, and there is a pretty bad drug problem in Peoria. So I don't know. I don't know the details of anything. There's a big homeless population too that keeps getting pushed out. I'm sorry,
I don't know what
unhoused.
I don't know what the difference is though. To be perfectly honest, like who was the person that decided that the term homeless was and that
I'm fine with it.
and that
Unhoused is fine
un,
with me.
unhoused. Right, but I'm just like I'm like that's cool. Like if it's offensive to people who are in fact unhoused, say homeless, then
hmm
I'm like it doesn't hurt me at all to say it. I just wonder who comes up with it. Who decided that it was non politically correct? It was not politically correct to say that, and that
I feel
unhoused
like
was
it.
so much better.
I feel like it was the same person that called us professional pick me cunts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That kind of person.
That's what I think it is, though. And like, it's like somebody that's never really struggled a day in their goddamn life. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like, um, yeah, a privileged white woman.
I
Like
think a lot
us,
of it's
but
because we put our yeah that too. But we only put out the side of us that we want to put out on our work
yeah,
socials. So you can't look at somebody's professional profile and think you know them.
no, but people do all the time.
But yeah, And that's what I'm saying is that
wait, like people, there are both people are looking at like not just our pages, but like every woman's page, like every stripper's page, right? There are people that are looking at it and going, I fucking hate her. And guys that are like, she's the one. And I don't know which one is scarier, but both of those things are happening simultaneously.
well, I mean, I think if it's somebody that knows you personally.
No, I've had people, dude, I've had women message me on my page before, and I get really angry, and I don't know what to say. Like, I don't feel like I've ever like openly body shamed anybody. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not into it. I don't agree. Like I feel like whatever you want to do, I feel like in our industry there's a certain standard that you should maintain, but it's not necessarily up to me to set that standard. And I'm never going to tell women online what they should or shouldn't do, how they should dress, what they should think, how they should. I'm not into that. Like I don't whatever. Because I don't like to be told by anybody that I look too big, too small, too this, too that. I'm like, just like,
Yeah.
right? So I don't like to do it to other people. But I had this woman for a while. She would in my messages, she was privately just fucking attacking me, telling me how terrible I was for making other women feel bad about themselves. Like, and that I should feel
I
really
remember
bad.
this.
Yeah, like I should feel bad. Like I would post a professional picture. Then let me tell you, like I have over the years worked very hard. I have had issues with like super massive issues with body dysmorphia because I am from the generation that used to get weighed at some of the clubs that I worked at.
Yeah.
So we all know that really only caused like eating disorders and drug abuse, right? It causes all kinds of anxiety. It's not helpful. I mean, yeah, you might end up with skinnier strippers, but you don't end up with
You
happier
might
ones,
end up, yeah.
right? So I'm from that pressure that like I've come through that pressure. So I am nobody is harder on my look than me, right? And I work fucking super hard. I go to the gym all the time. I fucking make sure I'm tanned. I work out every part of my body. Like I'm always I make sure that I've set a standard for myself, but I make sure that I always keep that standard. And if I ever feel like I'm slipping, I'm the one that goes, oh my god, I'm slipping. Nobody else seems to fucking notice. So I've set this ridiculous standard for myself. I am super healthy now, and I'm really careful about what I put in my body. And for me to, whenever I have a professional photo shoot, especially one where I'm being paid, that standard goes up even more. Do you know what I mean? I make so much effort. I make sure everything is perfect, from my fucking toenails to my fucking hair to what I eat for the 2 weeks working up to it, like to my tan, to my outfit, like everything is thought out, and I really give a shit. I give a shit about maintaining that standard. So to then put that out there and have some random fucking person tell me that I am creating an impossible standard and making random women that I've never met, feel like shit. I'm just like, fuck off, lady. Like,
the audacity.
I'm not doing
She's
this.
the random woman that feels like shit, and that's your fault.
It's my fault, and I'm just like,
obviously,
I don't know how to do that. But on the same pictures, I've got dudes being like, I love you. When can I meet you in person? Like, when are you going to be mine? Like, this is my phone number. Call me. And I'm like, this is just a fucking photograph. Like, it's wild. People are fucking crazy. And I feel the actual celebrities, and I understand why they probably don't manage their own social media.
100% understand that. And I think it really messes with your mental health if you don't have someone else. You don't have those safeguards in, or have someone else filtering that.
I feel like there have been times in my career where I have just been like, when I stop doing this, I'm not going to fuck anybody. Like so close so many times to just been like, I'm not talking to anybody again. I'm staying in the forest and I'm going to be self-sufficient. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm never going to talk to anybody. I want to be that crazy fucking woman. I want the whole neighborhood to think that I eat children that come that have. No, I'm serious. Like I want them to think that I curse men and like people that accidentally happen upon my land end up missing. Like that is the rumor that I want to be perpetuated around.
I like it.
Yeah, so I start hanging little things in my trees.
I remember around the time I first met you, I was just getting my social media up and running, and people were calling me, and it blew my mind. Like, are you video calling a stranger's
Yes,
social media? Like,
yes, randomly calling you. Like, what are you doing?
and then you'll be like texting or doing something on your phone or playing a game, and someone calls, and you get the notification, you accidentally pick up, and suddenly there's like a dick.
Yeah,
Eh.
yeah. It got so bad on my page that I just had to disconnect I had to disconnect Messenger
Mm-hmm.
from my page. So now nobody can see it. It was annoying because for every 10 messages I got, there was one or two in there that were literally people asking questions about like where I was gonna be, what time I was gonna be at a club, how much we're going,
Mm-hmm.
stuff that like things that actually wanting information that would help me make money.
Exactly.
Right, like people that were
Communication
actually
you actually
interested.
needed.
Yeah, people that were actually interested in consuming and paying for the labor that I was putting out there. But like
Mm-hmm.
most of it was just fucking dudes sending me porn or trying to call me. Some of them I don't even think could speak English, so I don't know what they were trying to do with the video chat. But yeah, it got so ridiculous. I'd be driving in my car and there'd be a random video call coming up on my and I'm trying to
Yeah.
drive. So I had to delete it.
So one thing my voice did a thing. One thing I've noticed, um, I am very much a hermit, and I have noticed that when women around our age reach out to me to befriend me, it always leads into
Hey
meet my
babe, do you want to buy
husband.
my essential oils?
No, no, this is the stripper version. It's the
Oh,
stripper version.
oh,
That's the army wife version. It's the stripper version. We could do it, but he has to watch. Yeah, it just turns into, do you want to come fuck me? So while my husband watches. It always ends up being like, are
oh,
you a
wow.
unicorn? And it's like,
Hey babe, how are you doing? Me and my husband were just sitting here thinking about you.
yes. And I'm like, do y'all not realize how mean I am to men? What are you doing? Unless I know
Sure,
you,
I'll give
like
him
you
a
have no reason to talk to me.
I'll give him a complex for the rest of his life.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. And it was heartbreaking because I was really excited. I was like, oh, cool. Someone interesting, I guess. I don't know. She just made herself out to have the same kind of values that I did.
Uh-huh.
And then came to see me at the strip club, and her husband was there. And I'm like,
Oh, but
okay.
I mean, I get that. It's gonna be hard, I think, if you're looking for something like that.
I
You
don't
know
know
what I mean?
how
But
people
I
go
feel like
about that. She was genuine about it. Like, she was a good
there's
chick.
swingers, there's all kinds of like lifestyle and like swinging
Yeah.
places now, and I'm sure there's like plenty of stuff online. I don't think you necessarily have to go and find a random person on Facebook just because they're a sex worker, and you assume that they're available and operating. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're not offering, especially when you go after a sex worker and you're not offering anything monetary. Do you know what I'm
Just for
saying?
her
Like,
husband to watch.
right? Yeah, right. I feel like that's the height of hubris. But like I get it. Like if you're shy and you know like you're new to it or whatever. But like if you're new to it, you come to the strip club, you get a lap dance. Yeah, that's what you like I've had plenty of couples do that, right? Come to the strip club for the first time because she might like women and he kind of likes what. So yeah, that's the best place to start. Is you come and get a lap dance. But you don't then ask that stripper to go home with you. You then
Well, this was like,
the next step
hey,
would be to go to a club, like a swingers club, or to find a girl online that is in fact in that field, right?
this was more like, hey, it'd be cool if we hung out sometime
Yeah.
because whatever. And then I'm like, I don't
You've
really
got
have time to
nothing
hang
else
out. I'm
going
always at
on. Just
work.
come in. Yeah, you've got nothing else going on. Just come and be like the third. Yeah. Yeah. I've been to a few swingers places, like, because I am kind of voyeuristic, but also I have pervy friends, and I don't know what it's like here, not so much here, but like back home, uh, there's like a fairly open and like like a really healthy big swinger community, right? And there is one club in uh like uptown in Auckland City, and those places most of the time you can't go as a single man, right? You can go as a couple, or you can go as you can go as like a single woman, right?
I
Because
think it's pretty
otherwise it ends
similar.
up to be a sausage fest, and that's how it works, right? And more couples are looking for another woman, right? Not necessarily, not always, but a lot of the time. A lot of my pervy friends are wanting to go to these places and they can't go by themselves. So I'm like, fine, I'll go with you.
So you're the
I'll go with you, but don't embarrass me. We're not fucking, just so you know. But I'll wander around. I don't give a shit. I'll go to the swingers club.
I've only been invited as
bonded...
the entertainment, and I'm like, if you're the entertainment, does that mean I have to join in? And I'm like, well, I would have gone by myself just to watch.
Right.
At some point.
No, I've gone for like shows and like for theater shows and like being like done like girl on girl performances and live shows. And you can do all that stuff. I don't know what it's like here, but it seems to be a little bit watered down. But yeah, there was places that would do live sex shows and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this one club, like I would just go, just I don't know, it's fun to watch sometimes. But I'm not. I'm also pretty good at knowing how to make rejection not be so hurtful, because women don't like to be rejected. Like men, I can reject all day long and they're used to it. Women are not used to rejection, so you have to be more delicate about it. But I went with one of my friends who was way too like enthusiastic. It was kind of like having like an overexcited puppy dog. But we're there, and I mean, it was only a weekday. I'm pretty sure there wasn't that much going on. But, there was like a bar area, and there's no fucking in the bar area. There's a cage with a swing. There was nobody in the cage with a swing. And you go up this one level, and that's where it starts. And, like, first of all, it's all these, like, sort of leather couches, like, wipeable surfaces. Condoms, tissues everywhere. And there's people, fucking, like, multiple, like, there's, like, group stuff going on. There's some couples who just, like, want to fuck in public. That's cool. And they're quite happy to have people watch. And then there's more private areas. Like, there's, like, an area with, like, a big, like, two-way mirror. So you can look through the mirror and you can watch, like, a bedroom set up. And there was, like...
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, there was a couple of couples in there and you sort of have to be invited to go in. And there was one woman, she was riding a guy, but her feet hadn't pointed her toes in, right? She's like on top. And if you're on top, you want to fold your feet underneath, right? Like if you're doing porn, you don't often see women with their feet out like a froggy, right? This woman had her feet out like a froggy. It really bothered me. So I'm like, can I have permission to come in and touch you? Is that right? She's like, all right. I'm like, I'm just going to touch her feet. She's like, all right. I like folded her toes. I'm like, just folded her feet in. She like realized what I was doing. They both stopped. They started cracking up. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm like, yeah, no, now you look amazing. Good job. I'll go back over there now. I have the audacity. But you can't do anything like that without, you would never ever do that without asking.
Permission.
You know what I mean? You've got to, like, everybody's got, you've got to be invited. But, so anyway, so I'm with this guy this one time, and we're watching, we're looking around, and then you leave that area, and you go down a long hallway, and you kind of get to the bondage. There's like a dungeon, right? So there's like a big X wheel and a whole bunch of stuff on the wall for like spanking and tying up and all that kind of stuff. There was a really hot Latina, like a Spanish woman. She was really short, she had really amazing butt, beautiful curly hair. And she's there like wanting some attention. She's like trying to sort of spank herself. I was like, I'll spank you. I don't give a shit. Like, and meanwhile, my like, fucking Shaggy behind me, my friend is just like about to cross over the top. He can't handle it. He's so over. He's just, he's like a fucking cartoon character. And I'm spanking her. I'm like, I've got the like, the leather, like, I call them like a cat of nine tails, but like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The whip with all of the like threaded bits on it. So I'm like, we're playing along. And that's fine. I'll do all that stuff. And then I noticed in the corner there is like a 7-foot tall Indian man. I can only describe him as Indian Lurch, right? And he's staring into my soul.
Lurch?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was like a brown Lurch. And he was just like, he was like, just the way he was looking at me, it was very unnerving. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go. You're super hot. I'm going to go sit and have a drink at the bar. So me and my friend are sitting there, and, predictably, he's like trying to convince me that it'd be a really good idea for us to fuck. And I'm like, that's not happening. That wasn't part of the deal. He's like, but, we're here. Now we're here. I'm like, no, go find yourself a friend or shut the fuck up, because that wasn't what I said I would bring you so you could see what it was like. And now next time, bring another girl, whatever. Like, now you know where it is. You know what it's about. No. Anyway, the hot Spanish lady comes up to me and asks if we would like to, if we would like to have relations. And she's like, me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know if what are you talking about, the we? And my friend, like, fucking Shaggy over here is already like, yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, like, stop it. You can't, like, act like you're down for something in a place like that at all, right? You have to be, like, very straight up immediately. And she's like, no, just me. Like, so me and you and him and my guy over here. And, of course, she's talking about Lurch, right?
Lurch.
And he's standing there just like, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm like perfectly, I'm like happy just like watching. I think you're really beautiful. Like, it was fun playing with you, but I'm not really into anything serious right now. I really just came to bring my friend. We're not fucking. We're just sort of, I just brought up to have a look. I'm really happy just, I'm not looking to hook up with anybody tonight. And my stupid fucking amateur goddamn friend thinks that he can be like, well, how about you two play, and then me and him will play, because he thinks that he's being funny. He thinks that that's gonna deter the situation. And sexy Latina over here, she looks over at Lurch. Lurch looks at Shaggy and starts looking into his soul and is like, all the color drains from my friend's face. And I'm like, we have to leave now. And so we're getting our coats while I get fucking cussed out by this 4'9" Spanish lady. She's screaming at me in Spanish, like, basically essentially telling me, if you weren't gonna fucking do anything, why would you fucking come in here, you fucking tease, like, fucking bitch. Like, all of this, like, she's mad as hell because she basically feels rejected now. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, that is why you don't joke about that type of stuff at the swingers club. You fucking idiot.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if he ever went back, but he did learn a valuable lesson.
Well, that's a good way to end it.
That's definitely a good way to end, right? Yeah. Always get consent, but don't be joking about those types of things, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to be into it.
Question, though. Are the swingers in the swingers clubs as hot as they are in the movies?
No. Not in my
Are they
experience.
people that you would want to have intercourse with?
They have never been. It's not that they haven't. Like, I have met couples that I have found attractive, right? I've had lap dances with people that were swingers that I have found attractive. In my experience on a Wednesday night, when I've gone through, but like, I've never gone to be like, I've never gone there looking to fuck, right? I've gone for the experience. I've gone to be the eye candy. I've gone there in a professional manner to do like a fetish show or a sex show with one of my friends. I've never gone and being like, yeah, I'm going to go there, I'm going to pick somebody up. Because I'm not really into do whatever you want, but I'm not really into random sex, right?
Okay.
I'm all for people doing whatever they want, and I'm not squeamish about that environment, but I've never been really interested. The only time I've ever had a one night stand, it was really, the sex was fucking trash. So I've never been, like, it was absolutely fucking terrible. I did not come. The dude managed to make me bleed somehow in the fucking 7 minutes that we were engaged in, like, this activity.
1 second.
And it was so bullshit. Huh.
I'm gonna hold you up. I'm going to mute myself while I go to the bathroom because we're going to talk about one night stands shortly. Okay, so you continue. This conversation is not done.
Well,
I'll be right back.
But we've already been an hour. Okay, come on then, go pee. You're muted.
It's a good thing you couldn't hear the world's healthiest stream.
Well, that's something for you to be really proud of. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. No. So, yeah, the first, where was I? No. So, the only time I've ever had a one night stand was trash. So, I've never been, like, really into random sex. But I'm not, like, I mean, I kind of like porn. I do. I like porn. And so, like, I find, like, sex clubs to be sort of kind of like live porn.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh, voice did the thing again. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
So I like them from that level. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you can't. I will engage in, like, flirtation. I like that type of stuff, and I'll like the spanking, and, like, I like that sort of, like, the bondage stuff, and just a little bit of, like a little bit of petting and play and stuff like that, especially with women. I'm not that interested at all in any sort of random interaction with dudes that I don't know. I don't find that. I'm not interested in that at all. But, like, just like I will dance with
y'all have ruined us.
But just like I will dance with a hot woman on the dance floor that I've never met before, right? Like, I will happily like flirt and play around, like, in that situation.
I tried to do this.
Sensual, like, consensual petting. I'm down, right? But I'm not going home with you and your husband. I'm just not.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested in fucking somebody in public, like, unless I'm doing a sex show and I'm being paid.
I was gonna say, so have you ever watched, like, The Upper Floor?
No.
Do you remember The Upper Floor?
No.
It's kind of like we'll talk about this another time.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, they closed it down. Yeah, but it's we'll talk about porn preferences another time.
Oh yeah, no, we can totally talk about our like what that porn like. But yeah, so to reiterate, yeah, like swingers club, like lifestyle stuff, I'm totally down for, but I am not personally. So I'm not fucking around. And if that's your thing, that's totally cool. Be safe. But, like, and no judgment at all. I'm perfectly, like, comfortable in that environment. But yeah, I'm not.
So
I find that I have to sometimes, depending on who's there, like, especially, like, people get mad when they approach you, or they invite you to join, or they what's the word, they proposition you, and you say
yeah.
So that is part of it. Like, so if you're going to just be a boy, or you're going there to like play with us, or have, like, people can get really mad if you're they think you're a thief. And fuck it, I don't know, maybe I am, but, like,
that's part of you. That's
right?
just kink shaming.
Right, but I don't but I'm just I'm quite happy just, like, being there. I'm comfortable in the environment until somebody starts pressuring me to do shit that I don't want to.
There, yeah, same. And I am perfectly comfortable watching.
Yeah, if people want you to watch, right? If
yeah,
people, like,
exactly.
I'm quite happy to watch.
And I'm so comfortable being the entertainment as far as, like, being the pole dancer or Lyra or whatever while things are going on, but I don't want to.
I've been on the stage, and I've been there, like, doing. I have performed like sex shows with my friends, like with women, you know, for parties and other things, like for both male and female and mixed with, you know, and I have no problem with that, but that where like random people are not invited.
No, that only happens in certain categories of
level of
Pornhub.
choreography, right? Yeah, no, so no shame in it, but no, I am not, random sex is not something that turns me on. But I'm not afraid of it, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. That's your thing. Just make
if
sure
you're being safe.
Yeah, 100%. So that's you know, practice safe sex. You know.
We love you. I love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.